Hello and welcome to this video. It's going to be a bit different from all the other videos you've watched so far on this channel, but because of the circumstances at the moment, I thought I will drive one lap with commentating at the same time around the Nordschleife in the Audi R8 of the GT3 class. And yeah, let's just jump into it. Alright, here we go. We've got a very long track ahead of us. It's over 25 kilometers long, so before starting every single lap you're doing, make sure you got all the concentration you need. And we're going to start over the first corner. Brake just after the 150 meter board, down into first gear, cut a bit of the right hand curb but not too much, then get a good run through the second corner, and then early in the throttle. And here it's the GP layout, and there normally is a bit less grip here, so just don't ruin the tires at the very beginning, because you need them for the Nordschleife. Stay on the middle of the track, downshift into second, early on the throttle on the curb, take all of the exit curb available, but don't touch the gravel, because as you know with the new tire model, it can get really stuck there. Brake at the gray curb on the left side there. Stay on the middle of the track, more to the inside though, get a good run early on the throttle, again all of the curb on the exit there. And then it's almost flat out through the Schumachers, early on the throttle again, curb on the right side, you get the flow. And now you want to prepare for a not that easy corner because you don't want to use all of the space available on the right side. Get over the curb, but then stay to the middle, go to the left, and then wait, and go on the throttle once you hit the apex. Again, take all of the speed available for this curb there, and then it's a kind of long back straight, but it's not too long. You will see there's a way longer straight at the end of the track. And now we're in the 6th gear, braking just before the 50 meter board. Don't cut too much on the left side, don't cut too much on the right side, you will get an off track. Stay in the middle of the track, down into 2nd gear, inside, early on the throttle, don't hit the wall there, and then back into 2nd gear, inside, don't touch the curb there, don't touch too much of the right curb, because as you saw, the car definitely wants to get loose there. The next one is flat out. If you're brave enough, if you're not, then just lift a bit. And then down into 3rd gear again. On the right hand side, don't go too far on the left because you need the run through this corner. Take a bit of the curb but not too much because the car definitely wants to unsettle. Exit curb is fine here, and then early brake, 3rd gear, go over this curb because you don't want to touch the curb on the exit to get a good run here up in the direction of Flugplatz, which is a very fast section of the track again. You don't really need to brake, you just need to shift down and lift a bit with the throttle. Inside, early on the throttle again, the car definitely turns, don't touch the grass on the left side, and now we're going over 270 kph on this straight because it's actually going downhill before it's going uphill again, but you will see, yeah, over 270 already. Now Schwedenkreuz, stick to the inside, lift a bit, don't go too far to the right hand side because next right hander is actually going right, which surprise. Inside, early in the throttle, and then don't touch too much of the left hand curb because those curbs are really aggressive on the Nordschleife, so touching any of those can lead to just you ending up in the wall. You don't want that. Again, almost touching 270 kph there. Brake on the curb, fully over the left-hand curb on the middle of the track, down into 4th gear, inside, and down into 2nd gear. Stay on the inside here because you want to get the run again for the short straight afterwards, which is not too short if you compare that to any other racetrack. The straights in between are very long, so we're even going up to 6th gear here. And then a very fast corner, staying in 6th, early on the throttle, brake just when the grass arrives on the right hand side, stay on the inside, again right inside, don't go too far on the left. And now it's a very tricky corner, Kallenhardt, you want to stay on the inside because there's no grip on the left hand side, and then over the curb, it's not a big deal. Next one coming up, Spiegelkurve, flat out, if you're brave enough, if you're not, just lift a bit, and then just touch the brake very slightly and go on the throttle as soon as the 2nd curb arrives on the right hand side. Don't touch the grass, as always. Brake early for the slowest part of the track, Wehrseifen, even down into 1st gear, car gets loose there. Normally you don't want to touch the curb there, but I just did because I'm actually also trying to commentate as good as I can. Up into 5th, brake when the curb ends on the right hand side, into 3rd gear here, accelerating out of it, and then it's going to be tricky. Shift down, the car definitely gets loose here sometimes. Don't touch the curb on the left hand side because you might end up in the wall here. And I feel like I'm saying a lot about don't touch the curbs, so really don't touch the curbs there, like that. Brake early, into 3rd gear here, inside, early on the throttle again, because this is a long freaking straight, and this straight is going uphill as well, so the car will have to struggle with actually going over 250 kph. Not even sure if the Audi is capable of doing that, so it's coming very close. But you got some time to relax. It's a good overtaking opportunity for the slower classes, not for the same class. It's really tricky here, because now it gets into a scary part again. Mood curve just ahead, so you just want to shift down to 5th, early braking, but then super early on the throttle again. Take all of the curb on the right hand side, but pay attention, there's the grass. Don't touch the curb there, stay away from the grass. Early braking down to 2nd gear. You don't want to go too far on the outside, because this corner is longer than you actually think, and you need to have a good exit here, because again, we're going up to almost the 5th gear. Then, very special part, carousel. Stay on, yeah, the beton here. How do you call that? Don't even know. Doesn't matter, just stay on it. Early on the throttle, because you can kind of take the banking there, so it's not a big deal. 5th gear, flat out through the left-hander, and now we approach Hotlap. Brake at the curb on the right-hand side, left, right. Don't touch the curb too much on the left-hand side. The car will unsettle under braking especially, so that's really important there. And then, yeah, a nice flowing part. Don't go with too much throttle into here. Early shifting down to 4th gear, take the curb on the left-hand side, fully over the curb on the right-hand side. Again, braking, 4th gear. It's a nice flow right here. Stay in the middle of the track, there's no grip on the outside. Inside in the 3rd gear, up into 4th, down into 3rd gear again. Early in the throttle, you can use a lot of runoff area here on the left-hand side. Brake when the corner, when the curb actually stops, and then take care. We have 2 curbs here. One is flat, one is higher. You don't want to touch the higher one. Ice curve. It's called like that because it's sometimes really icy, so be patient, especially when your tires are worn. Now we approach the first jump. Brake a bit before the first jump so that the car doesn't unsettle. Stay on the inside because you want to actually go flat out through this one. And if you're going too far to the left, you can't make it. Don't touch the curb. I did it 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Ended the race almost completely. And this is all flat out, 6th gear, 260 kph. Brake down, just 1 gear, 5th for the right-hander, stay on the right, then left-hander in the 4th gear. Don't touch too much of this curb, the car might get loose again. Then 2nd gear into the small carousel, early on the throttle because again, there's a banking. And now just 1 big corner left before the long straight. Just lift a bit. Under the gas again. Don't touch the grass on the right side. That was so close. Lift again on the throttle and almost touching the grass on the right side. And now it's the only time where you can actually relax, which is good for the race. Sometimes you have traffic here, so it's gonna be difficult. And it's gonna be my 5th, I think, 4th or 5th 24-hour race on the Nordschleife. So I've seen everything. So just take your time to relax. Maybe drink a bit if you can, and then full focus for the next lap because one stint is actually 7 or 8 laps long. So you want to make sure that you're prepared. Prepare for the braking here. It's flat out first, and then there's a small bump here. So lift off the brake a bit to make the car not turning too much, and then don't touch the wall on the right-hand side. And that's 1 lap around the Nordschleife. I wonder what lap time it will be because obviously I reset it, but I think it will show. No, it won't. So let me show you that. It's an 8:07.003. So 8 minutes 7 seconds, .003. You will not see it, but I see it. So yeah, that's 1 lap around the Nordschleife. I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure that you just stay safe on the race. I wish you the best of luck, and then see you in the next video, and bye bye.